Sundays I've ever missed being in church. It's just an empty spot in my life. And Michael said he wanted me to bring a message today and yesterday evening. John, we started in the house, go to our own house and spend the night, and then him separated. He said, Dad, I want us to pray. We'll have a service tomorrow. We'll get something out of. And then him knelt down up there in the driveway and tried to pray for this service this morning. And there was some scripture come to my mind, and I want to read it, and I've been on my mind all night, and some ways I guess I wish it was something else. But if God gives it to me, I'm going to try to preach to you today like the whole house is full. The number really don't make no difference with me if God helps. But in the book of 2 Chronicles, the 7th chapter, I want to start reading at the 11th verse and read, I guess, 3 verses. Thus Solomon finished the house of the Lord in the king's house, and all that came into Solomon's heart to make the house of the Lord, and in his own house, and prosperously affected. And the Lord appeared to Solomon by night, and said unto him, I have heard thy voice, and chosen this place to myself for a house to sacrifice. If I shut up heaven, that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to destroy the land, or if I send pestilence among the people, if my people called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek me, then will I hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sins, and I will heal their land. It was a blessing to me last night. I just hunted up that scripture, and I didn't think so much about the setting of it before the stone wall here in this church. I thought about this place, and it wasn't Solomon that had anything to do with this church being built back after it burned up in 32. But there's a few people, and one old preacher, Nelson was his name, and he wanted to have a revival down here on this property. And they built what's called a bush harbor. And there's a picture of it in here on the wall that somebody made way back then, in that time. And it's in here covered up with glass. In here what it looked like. There's some brush and some poles to keep the sun off of people, and they had a revival. And it wasn't like Solomon's temple when they built it back. You won't go up in the top of the old part of this church. It looked more like they built it out of slab. But God must have been in them people that when they built it later, the Lord still comes by this place. And many, many times that I've been here, and I've been here a lot of years as pastor, it's far back as I can remember. We lived over here, right across the road over here whenever I was just a child. Don't remember much about that, but I do know this, that God has had part in Pleasant Valley Church and it being here. I've seen it up and I've seen it down. I've seen the Lord bless us and look like he turned his back on us sometimes. But as I thought of this last night, and this ain't the part that I'd like to talk about. But last year we had the best year that we've had in a long time. And for some reason, people had a want to come here out of church. But I've seen it in this past year, what I've been gone in the year. I've seen it begin to drill down, and people begin to find something wrong with one another, and some will come out of Bible study, some will come out to the singing. I don't know where, but they've got something against one another. And the Bible said if you begin to bite and devour one another, you'll be consumed of the same. But he said in Solomon's, what he told Solomon, and this disease or plague, whatever you call it, has changed the United States, and they've done something, as far as I know, has never been done before. Why? They're afraid of this virus or whatever you call it, what it could turn into. And the part that I read in you hearing, where the Lord said, if I send pestilence, and if you think of a pestilence, flying locusts, he mentioned, that was a pest that he sent to destroy the land. But if you look at what pestilence is, it was an infectious disease that was fatal if you got it. And if people think today this is bad, and it's not that this bad yet, but I call it this. It may just be like an earthquake, just a tremor to start with, that gets people's nerves on edge. But I'll assure you, if God's in it, and He sends it, whenever it takes its toll, I don't think this will do it. But if He gets in it, and it takes its toll, people will say it had to be God that's in it. I don't know about you, but when I see people begin to turn away from God, to serve their own lusts, when going to church begins to be a burden instead of a blessing, you need to seek God and begin at you and me and see where I'm at with God. And if it's me, I need to straighten up. If it's you, you need to straighten up. You got a precious place here that God's visited. It won't be many days until my time as pastor here will come to an end. But you got children and grandchildren. You ought to protect them and straighten them and begin to worship God and love one another here. God promised Solomon, if my people, which are called by my name, honor me and worship me, and help every problem that they got. He said, if they will, I will. And God can't lie. If you do what He tells you to do, regardless of what the rest of the world does, it ain't got nothing to do with you. I thought of this. This ain't going to change America. It ain't going to change the White House. But I thought of this. Down in Egypt, when God sent a plague of death over in Goshen, He said, every house that I see the blood, I'll pass over it in the land of Egypt. That night the firstborn of everything died. Over where God's people, not even dogs born. I'll tell you, God can if we will. He already said He would. If we would, He would. that I slacked up, and I ain't had a good year, but I still love my God. I still love the church tonight, and I ain't dead yet. I will live again. And I hope you do too. Read it over, study it over, think about it. And if it speaks to you, do something about it. Thinking about it don't do much good. But when you do, humble yourself. We got the word today. I've been listening to a record. I said, Grandpa, tell me, paint me a picture of what it used to be like when people bowed their heads and prayed, when they loved one another, when they married, they stayed together. Daddy didn't run away. Sing me a song. Paint me a picture of what it could be like. Thank God today we'll have the best they are. That's what God wants us to have. I ain't talking about the president. It ain't talking about somebody way up over yonder. God said this about me today, for me and to me, and I'll give it to you today. It's up to you what you do with it. And I'll tell you, if I never walk back in the doors of Pleasant Valley again in my life, it's been the very best of my life. I've been right here. I've been elsewhere as pastor. I preached elsewhere, but nobody has ever stood up to what this has to me. You ought to be proud of it. Not tonight. How there's wolves in our church. I'll tell you there are. You may not know what a little wolf looks like, but I'll tell you this. There's some in it. There's some that's shouting, high-minded. God hates a proud look. He said stubbornness. We got some stubbornness in the church. And God said that was like the sin of adultery and rebellion. That was like unto something else. Can't even remember it now. But I'll tell you tonight, this ain't sent to the wind. I didn't look it up. I didn't think about it. I didn't come over here. Because I ain't gonna preach it. I'll tell you, I stand every week in my life when things begin to go downhill down in Pleasant Valley. It gets on my mind. I don't see it. I'll tell you, church after church after church, I'm down 2 and 3 and 5 in attendance. What happened? People said, well, the devil got in it. I'll tell you what he did do. He didn't walk in with horns on his head. He walked in with shoes. Maybe a suit and a tie out there under his arm. He might have had high heels on, but that's what tore up the church. Right. We ought to have enough eyesight to see it. He said, my ear ain't going to be dull that I can hear you when you pray. My eyes is good and see. I thought of a king that Elijah done passed the sentence of death on him. When Elijah went talked to the man God sent him, that his wife had had a man killed, where he could have that man's vineyard. But as Elijah talked to him, God's eyes were looking at him, and he told Elijah, I said, see how carefully he's walked before me. God's watching. And the dangerous thing you never do is when you got problems. How you them promise God a whole bunch of things, and then after things get better, with you forget it and go your way. It's dangerous today. That man well done. The dog's licking up his blood. And his wife, the dogs eat everything but her skull and the palms of her hand. The man of God said it come, but it is up to him how when we want something. But whenever he wants something out of us, we get mighty stingy about it. And we get so mad we can find everything in the world to do except working for God. I hope he's a man of God that can lead you to the mountains of Zion, to the very top of them. I believe he is, and I hope he will. But you'll have to let him do it. You'll have to follow him. He can't do nothing. I know the Bible said, feed my sheep. You look all the week you want to for something to feed God's people. But if they stop their ears up to hear you, they will over you. But you need to listen to him. Thank you, God. One more time. Every field spirit. And to know that you ain't done with me out here in the world. Whatever time I got left, I want to spend it in the house of God. With God's people, none the less to do right. I will enjoy this in life. May God bless you. My prayer will turn up tonight.
Shut us down, I don't know, but just what you hear, if you keep the faith, this